Good afternoon and welcome to our webinar on CloudSocket project. Today I will present marketplace component of the project which was created for selling business processes as a service. My name is Andreea Popovici and I am a business solution consultant at IMAS. Now I will introduce some administrative aspects of the webinar. All microphones are muted. You can interact with me using the chat window. Please write your questions in the chat windows as they come to your mind. We will have a dedicated session at the end of the webinar where we can answer all the questions, of course. Next, I will present you the webinar agenda. We will have a short introduction of the CloudSocket project, an overview of the BPaaS Marketplace, a short demo, and at the end, as I told you, a session dedicated to questions and answers. Now we can see here the website for the CloudSocket. We can go directly to this website. It has been transformed during the CloudSocket project. We can navigate and find everything that we want to know about this project, starting from small and medium enterprise and user needs to the CloudSocket brokers and researchers, and going through anything that we need to know about this project. The vision behind this project is to create a mediator between IT-agnostic business users and cloud computing. This can be achieved by considering a new paradigm, namely business process as a service, or shortly BPaaS, as I will refer it to you in this webinar, which introduces the next abstraction from infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, towards domain-specific BPaaS. Business process management based on modeling is a well-established approach. Hence, CloudSocket uses business process models as the source of IT cloud requirements. This project puts forth the idea of hybrid process modeling, applying well-known techniques for semantic, rule-based inference, meta-modeling, and knowledge management techniques to bridge the gap between business needs and the use and exploitation of cloud resources and components. The proposed framework implements a layered approach for managing the complexity of bridging the semantic distance from business process to workflow configuration of BPaaS in the cloud. Now I will make a description of business process as a service as we used in the CloudSocket project. First of all, we see a business process model. In our case, is a very simple business process, sending invoice. If you think of implementing this with IT support, we are coming to what is named abstract workflow model, which explains requirements, SLA or service level agreements, and regulations. The next step is the concrete or executable workflow, which interacts with all the software programs that are integrated. Cloud deployment configuration in CAML format explains which part has to be deployed, where to be installed, and all the rules that need to be applied. This is just a very short part of the CAML file. CloudSocket is about business IT alignment, how to come from simple request of sending invoice to a full market cloud-able infrastructure that keeps all the complexity. In order to target CloudSocket customers with BPaaS offerings, the CloudSocket broker is creating a marketplace. The top figures indicate the initial mock-up of a potential marketplace with classification on business processes on the left side, and after selecting a concrete business process category, a list of business processes on the right side, as you can see. The different business processes are compared according to cloud characteristics. Current BPaaS Marketplace is depicted as the right lower figure, you can see, showing 3 BPaaS offerings. Technical properties are presented as text to enable the comparison between the BPaaS offerings. The major challenge is to find the correct abstraction level to describe business processes as a service. So on the one hand, they provide useful information to the business user to select the BPaaS, and on the other hand, the information is reasonably detailed for technical staff to operate the corresponding workflow. Following in the presentation, we will refer to the BPaaS offerings through the marketplace as BPaaS bundles. So this is the abbreviation we will use. Here we can see the very high-level architecture of the BPaaS Marketplace. CloudSocket project consists of more components, but here in this picture we can see three of them: allocation environment on the left side, marketplace in the middle, and execution environment on the right side. The BPaaS bundles are developed in the allocation environment. After a bundle is ready to be distributed, it is published on the marketplace and becomes available for the customers to buy it. If a customer decides to buy a specific bundle, he or she will receive all the details in the mail after the purchase is made, including the link of the concrete process that will be executed on the execution environment, or, as we will see in the demo, he or she can access the link directly from the marketplace. Now here I will start introducing the BPaaS Marketplace and start with the BPaaS modules. We have several modules developed at this time. We have a module for registration, one for shopping, a broker that has different rights and privileges in the marketplace, an administration module which is the administrator of the entire marketplace over the brokers, and of course at the end the payment module. Here we can access the marketplace. This is the production link for the marketplace, as you can see. And if you are curious, we also have different movies on YouTube uploaded. This is a demo for the mobile version, for example, so you can see it later. I will start presenting the shopping module for the marketplace. Users can search for bundles, as we will see in the demo, or manually just scroll to the bundles, or using different filters. We have one filter for the status. Here status represents the type of the bundle. A bundle can be in the status Ts, which means that it's not actually implemented to the end, so to be an executable workflow in the execution environment, but only to be a bundle that describes in details all the steps that can be implemented using different software applications. And we also have the active bundles, which are concrete executable workflows that after they are bought, they can be executed, as I said, in the execution environment. Another filtering is by tags, so we can filter the bundles by different tags that are applied to each bundle, and we will see that, and of course by the price, because we know price can be a very important feature. Okay, when only active bundles can be bought, because of course we will pay on things that we can use, and bundles with the status Ts, they have I want one button name I want it, and they can send, using the form that will be opened, they can send a message to the broker and request more details for the specific Ts bundle. Here we have a link with the presentation for one employee who buys a send invoice bundle, and we can go to the link and see the movie. Now we can tell something about the broker module, which has more panels for different actions. One of the panels is to to see a list of products they offer. Of course, they have access to different statistics and administration zones. Users, they can see the users they have for their companies. So they have specific companies that they administrate. And of course, the tools that they use to create the bundles in the allocation environment, and any other tool that their company are managing. In the administration module, which is accessible only to the administrator over the entire marketplace, we have the right to see the users and the user request over the marketplace. The administrator can approve or reject the user request, and he can see all the orders that are made from the marketplace and register the payments. We will see in the demo. At the end, we have a payment module implemented with now 2 payment models. One of them is PayPal and the other is bank order. But of course, in the future, more modules for payment will be implemented. And now I will start with a short demo. This is the page for the marketplace. As I told you, we can filter the bundles through different categories. For example, we can just scroll and see all the bundles listed and go through all of them. We can have a different view if we want to have in more detail the bundles in the list. We can also view the bundles by their category. So just to have different category and see all the bundles from one category. We can filter them by their status. Okay, and different tags and price. As I told you, there are 2 types of bundles, the TIS and the active ones. These bundles are abstract workflows, processes that are implemented by the one step. They remain abstract, and we can see all the details and make a request to the broker to send more details for the specific bundle, and maybe in the end to implement that bundle and to buy it, to be available on the marketplace. For abstract bundles or TIS, we can see details as we can see for active executable bundle, and just to make an impression of what this bundle is about and if it can bring value to my company. Now we can filter by different tags that are used in the bundles. Let's say, for example, this one, apply. So now my search is narrowed to just one infrastructure as a service in Europe bundle for the send invoice. And I can go to it and see more details, like details that were shown in the previous are here, in the previous window. Now we can see more detailed picture of the workflow and the different lanes for systems that they are interacting with. We can see the executable workflow in the end, and all the steps that are made for each step corresponding in the abstract workflow and the systems that are interacting with. And of course, we have here a tab for SLAs or service level agreements, and description for service level objectives, and of course their penalties. For each bundle, we have the tags can be filtered by, and of course now we can add it to the cart, so to have it to search again in the bundles to see more bundles, or we can go to the cart and check out the bundle. Now, if we want to check out, if we are not logged in, we must have an account and login. So I will log in with one user. Here, and I am logged in. Now I can go and make the checkout. I have, as I said, two options now, to pay with using the PayPal account or by bank transfer. If I want to go, I cannot, because I have to read and agree to the terms and conditions. And if I check this, I can make the order. This is a demo for PayPal account, Sandbox. We can log in using a real PayPal, of course. And we can continue. And after the payment is made, the bundle is launched in execution, and the deployment of everything is starting in the execution environment now. And after response is received from the execution environment, we will have here a message. So the order was successfully registered and the deployment has started. I will receive an email, but I won't wait to receive the email. I can directly go to the items and see my item that I last bought. So this is the one. I can also see it in my orders here. So all the orders that have been made for me. This is the user that we used for demos, and that's why it has so many orders. So this one is the last one. It is paid. I have different actions here. I can copy the ID, so if in case of anything, I can talk to the broker about this special order. I can download the invoice and see it. And of course, I can see here the status of my order. Now the status is in processing because the deployment has started, and after the deployment is finished, here I will have status changed, and I can use my workflow directly in the execution environment and to run it. Now I can also go to the execution environment, accessing this link from the marketplace, and see in the Activity Explorer the status of my workflow. But because for now on it's not configured fully, I just can access the environment and not having also the workflow started. After everything is deployed and configured, an email will be sent to me, and I will be able to use this workflow fully. So this is from the point of view of the end user. We have several other roles, as I told. One of them is the broker. The broker usually can go to the marketplace initially and request a broker account if they don't already have one. And after filling in all the required fields and a message for the administrator of the marketplace, they can send the request, and an administrator will enter and take connection with the broker. And after validating all the information, the account will be created. Now I will try to log in with the broker. Okay, so now I have a different menu. As you can see, I can see the products that I list in the marketplace as a broker, and description when they were created, and the status that I imported. All the products, all the bundles that as I said, are created in the allocation tool, and they are published using APIs on the marketplace. So here I can see all my bundles and of course different details for each of them. I can see my users that I have for different companies of mine. I can add a new company to the marketplace and add users to that company. I can also view reports for the invoices that were created through the marketplace, and I can use a list of tools here for creating the bundles and all the tools that I use as a broker for creating the workflows. This is from the broker perspective, and we also have the role of administrator. And as an administrator, we can see all the orders that were made through the marketplace and their statuses, no matter what is the broker. We can see all the users that request all the users from the marketplace. We can see the user requests, and we can approve or deny the request. And we can make payments for the bank orders that were made through the marketplace. So when a user selected the option to pay using bank transfer, the payment that is received from the bank transfer will be registered here, and after the payment is registered, the deployment of the bundle will start. So this is a more two-step process. Okay, so this is about each module and each role of the marketplace. Now, if you have questions and answers, I can answer to all of them as promised. So let's see. We have one question here. The question is if a user can register as direct customer, not as broker. So at this moment, the idea is to have the broker to have all the rights to create the users. But this is something that we can change in the future based on the requirements from the market. Another question, if you have? I will wait a couple of minutes. Well, thank you very much for this webinar, and we wait for you to join us and see to and come to see our site. Have a nice afternoon. Bye bye. Thank you.